Hello everyone, my name is Robert and welcome to Organic by Nature, the show where every week I talk about different issues involving the environment. This week's episode is less about the environment and more about a great cause. Last week I was invited down to Longship Brewery in San Diego to help film the brewing process of a new beer where a portion of the profits will be going to the Global Conservation Force to help better gear the anti-poaching rangers in Africa, so that they're better equipped with the tools they need in order to protect the animals they love from poachers. Longship Brewery invited CGF's Todd Schwink, a super cool guy, to actually come down and help brew some of the beer. It was a really fun day, but more importantly, it's a way to help support the rangers in Africa. Bridging the gap between Africa and Southern California, we now have a way to support and protect Africa's wildlife by giving the rangers on the front lines the tools they need. Let's take a look. What does protecting Africa's wildlife and great beer have in common? Both can be found at Longship Brewery in San Diego. Longship Brewery is teaming up with the Global Conservation Force, a non-profit anti-poaching force that is dedicated to fight back against the illegal poaching of some of Africa's most precious animals through education and conservation efforts. In an effort to keep the rangers in Africa properly geared, Longship Brewery invited CGF's Todd Schwink to come down for the day and help brew a special collaboration, Kolsch-style beer, where a portion of the proceeds will go to protecting Africa's wildlife. But first, Todd had to go to work.
Now we're scooping out the spent grains from the mash tun, and beer process is coming along.
So Todd's got his work cut out for him. We have about 500 pounds of dry grain that go into the mash tun. So once it soaks up all that liquid, it's going to be a little bit heavier. So he's going to have about 600, 700 pounds of grain. He's going to manually scoop out of the mash tun. We might have him crawl in there, get his hands dirty, that kind of thing.
The Wildlife Guardian, a Kolsch-style beer, was crafted with the idea of what would rangers returning home after spending days in the African sun want to drink?
It definitely seems like a nice, refreshing beer that after a day of tracking and protecting rhinos, it would be the first thing to crack open and take back a nice swig of a refreshing beverage. It's got a hoppy kick to it, but it's not overwhelming. It's really smooth, and they definitely knew what they were doing when they put this recipe together.
From the African bush to your dining room table, Longship Brewery and the Global Conservation Force are showing that you can make a difference to help stop the illegal poaching crisis without having to leave the city.
It feels good to be able to put our craft to use in a positive way. We make beer all the time, for the benefit of enjoyment in the tasting room. And we've always looked for more ways to expand, our impact. So to be able to partner with GCF to do something good in the world, it feels great for us to put our beer to good use.
Every little bit helps these guys, these rangers, these heroes out there fighting the fight that we can't, because we're not there, we don't have the training, we just can't do it, but we can support them. So that's the main thing that GCF is trying to do.
Help fight back against extinction by picking up a bottle of the Wildlife Guardian. This rhino-approved brew is scheduled to come out on March 24th. Be sure to follow Longship Brewery and the Global Conservation Force for upcoming events. But until then, let's stop illegal poaching by raising a glass and helping a good cause. A lot of love and dedication went into making this beer, and it really is amazing to be there and witness this whole brewing process come to life. So if you're in San Diego and you're looking to spend the afternoon having some fun and saving some rhinos, be sure to drop by Longship Brewery and order up a Wildlife Guardian. Guys, that's it. Thank you so much for making it towards the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like always, if you could like and subscribe down below, that would do me a huge favor. Also, if you have any comments or if you want to see any future videos made, be sure to put it in the comment section as well. I'll also put a link to the Global Conservation Force and Longship Brewery's website so you guys can check it out and see any upcoming events they might have with the Brew beer release. So that'll be really, really cool. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. You guys are awesome. Yeah.